What is the job of a superhero? While it may seem that their role is merely to protect people, their job is much more important than just that. Superheroes are meant to be inspirations for the common man. Someone for people to look up to, someone for people to strive to be like. There is no hero that embodies this idea more than Superman himself. How does Superman accomplish this? By being not just a great hero, but a great person. Superman number 39 shows us one of the many ways that Superman and the Justice League as a whole are inspirations for many to follow. How they change people's lives, how they make a difference. Let's see just how this issue manages to accomplish all of this. The issue starts off outside of a hospital, where there is a fight going on. Superman is fighting against the Demolition Team, who are robbing a nearby bank. The Demolition Team hits Superman with their steamroller, but it doesn't really do much to him. One of the members charges directly at Superman, but that doesn't affect him either. Another member uses a jackhammer on Superman's back, but he says it actually feels nice. Superman then quickly takes care of the rest of the Demolition Team. He looks at the children in the hospital from outside the window and says hello. Inside the hospital, one of the children sees Superman inside, and he's talking with the doctors and the parents of the hospital. Hearing what Superman seems to be talking about, he rushes over to tell the other children. He tells them that Superman is inside the hospital. The kids start to wonder what Superman could possibly want to do at a hospital when he could be doing far better things with the rest of the Justice League. Superman then suddenly shows up outside of their window and invites them outside. Green Lantern is there waiting for them with a jet he constructed. The children get strapped inside of the jet and they start to ask Superman several questions, much to his surprise. He didn't expect them to have so many. When asked what it feels like to fly, Superman replies it's his favorite power. He then asks the kids if they would like to try to float. The kids unbuckle from the jet and they start floating around. One of the children, named Latif, is anxious about floating since he's in a wheelchair and he cannot control his legs. Superman reassures him everything will be fine, and if anything goes wrong, he will be there. He'll be nearby. A while later, everyone gets strapped back in their seats, wanting to float again more later. Superman says there will be time for that. He also mentions he's proud of Latif for trying, even though he was scared at first. Superman sees Latif is looking down, so he wonders what's wrong. Latif says he was thinking about his best friend Gail. She would have loved to be a part of this, but unfortunately she died last week. Superman says even if she isn't there, she's experiencing everything they are, and she will always live on in Latif's heart. They arrive at the Justice League Watchtower. Inside the Watchtower they are welcomed by the Justice League, including Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and Batman. The children proceed to have fun with the Justice League. A few of the things they are shown doing include swimming with Aquaman, seeing Cyborg's technology, looking at all of Batman's gadgets in action, holding Wonder Woman's bracelets, and even flying with Superman. Next, the kids are all given a Watchtower scavenger hunt. The rarest item on the list is a picture of Batman smiling. They're given smartphones and let loose to find all of the items. The kids go around the Watchtower, getting items from the list, which is mostly just comprised of personal gear from most of the Justice League members. They find most of the items on the list, but nobody can seem to get a picture of Batman smiling. Latif has an idea. He whispers something into Batman's ear and causes him to chuckle. Everyone quickly takes a picture before he stops laughing. Everyone congratulates Latif, and Superman says he wins the special reward, but everyone else is invited as well. Wonder Woman asked Latif how he managed to get Batman to smile, and Latif said it was simple. He just told him a joke. Everyone looks surprised at Batman, and Batman just says, it was funny. Next, we see all the kids in spacesuits on the moon. They're each holding a rock. It is shown to have their names on it, and they place it down. Latif asks if the rock will stay there forever, and Superman promises they will be there forever and ever. The children ask if they can stay on the moon a while longer. Superman replies, absolutely they can. The issue comes to a close, with everyone looking at the Earth from the moon. This is a relatively short story, but it is so very sweet and incredibly heartwarming. The first time I read it, I legitimately teared up, and it so pulls at my heart every time I go back to it, because of how sweet it is. As mentioned earlier, the role of a superhero is much more than just saving people and fighting. They're meant to be more than that. They're meant to be inspirations. Here, the Justice League gave these terminally ill children the greatest experience of their life. These children may not have long to live. Each day there's a chance. They might have to say goodbye to someone they love. They might have to say goodbye to their closest friends. They might not even be there themselves one day. Leaving their rocks behind on the moon with their name on it was Superman's way of giving them something to hold on to forever. Even after these children pass on, the rocks will still be there. The memory of the time they had together will still be there. There will be something for them to hold on to, even when they're not around. Just as Superman told Khalif that Gale lives on in his heart, these children will always live on, in the heart of the Justice League, and in the heart of those they care for. Their time with the Justice League was one of the greatest acts of kindness you can witness. The story played out so similarly to all of the stories you hear of celebrities who partake in the Make-A-Wish Foundation. People who are near the end, getting to spend the day with someone they admire, someone they care for, a way to cheer them up, a way to make them feel special in the saddest moment of their life. What makes it even more touching is rather than the children or the hospital reaching out to the Justice League, It's the Justice League that reaches out to the hospital. It's their idea to give the children this experience. Another thing that makes this issue so wonderfully touching is the fact it's not just Superman who does this. The entire Justice League is a part of this. This may be a Superman story, but it might as well just be a Justice League story, because they all play a part in this experience, in this journey. Each member of the Justice League interacts with the children in a different way. They each offer something unique, something different for the children to do and see. This is the ultimate example of what a hero should be. Not just someone who stops villains, not just someone who fights crime, but someone who helps people, someone who is there for those in need, someone to cheer up those suffering, someone to provide a reminder everyone matters, everyone is important, someone to be there when you need them. These are the real aspects of a hero, and the Justice League have never been more heroic than they are in this issue. Superman number 39 is a beautifully heartwarming story, and it is definitely earning a cheeky score. It shows heroes can affect everyone, and they matter for far more than just fighting. The core of the hero character is reached perfectly in this story. What did you think of the issue? Do you think there should be more stories of heroes doing simple but important acts of kindness like this one, or do you think heroes should just stick to fighting crime? Let me know. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. And remember, every act matters. Everything you do is important. Be a good person, do good, be a hero.